I love pumpkin bread. Who doesn't love pumpkin bread? But I don't have any pumpkin right now. I got a lot of durian right now. My mother-in-law is a durian farmer, and she sent us probably about 40 pounds of clean durian flesh. So that's what I got here. Well, I figured why not try to make a pumpkin bread but use durian instead. Let's make durian bread. I'm going to start with 15 ounces of clean durian meat, which I have measured out already, and my leftover durian is going to go in the freezer. 15 ounces of durian meat, aka 425 grams. Let's get the flour. The hard part about this for me is trying to sub the durian for the pumpkin. It's a very different thing. Like the durian's got fat in it, the durian's got more sugar. There's definitely going to be some guesstimations while we're doing the substitutions here, but we'll try our best. I'm probably going to kick the sugar down slightly. I'm probably going to kick the fat content down slightly as well. What was that? My oven's just heating up. It's okay. And I'm definitely not going to use the same level of spices too. Maybe I should. Why not? Okay, let's keep the same spices. I think that'll all work. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Here we go. We're going to go 250 grams of cake flour. I'm running out of cake flour. We made it. Okay, good. Woo, that was close. A little pinch of salt. I'm going to do a teaspoon of baking soda. Right around there. We're going to do a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Right around there. A little more. Okay, we'll go with around a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to bump the spices down a little bit, just a little bit. Grate some fresh nutmeg in here. I do love nutmeg. And I'm debating, I think I'm going to skip the cloves. Let's skip the cloves. Give this a good mix. And put that on the side. Can I put it here? Maybe. Okay. All right, I'm going to throw my durian meat inside my little food processor thing here. This is 105 grams of butter. Really? That's 105 grams of butter? Holy shit. Damn. All right, I'm going to go, this recipe's calling for 170 grams of butter. I'm just going to use 100. I wanted to cut it down, so let's stick with that. Just surprised. Man, that's a lot of butter. Okay. Of course, they want it softened, and of course, I don't have softened, and of course, I'm not going to wait. So I'll cut it up small. It's going in a food processor. I'm not worried about it. Cool, 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 cool. In. Oh, I forgot my trash cans right here now. Love it. That's convenient. While I have my scale out, let's measure our sugar. Oh no, do I not have enough sugar? All right, sugar-wise, I got some substitutions. I love durian and palm sugar. So I got palm sugar here. And this is 100 grams. This recipe is calling for 400 grams of sugar, so I'm probably going to end up doing, I would say, somewhere between 300 and 350. I got 100 right there. This is brown sugar. Let's do 150 grams of brown. 150. Let's pull the 200. 200. Oh, then we're all the way there. No, let's not do that much. I don't want to do all brown sugar. So I got 170 of brown sugar, and I got, so now I'm at 250 total. So what's that? Another 70 grams of white sugar plus my 100 palm, so we're at 350 sugar total. That's good. Let's do that. Somehow I got to grate this palm sugar up. How am I going to grate this palm sugar? Cut it. I think I'm just going to use a serrated knife, cut it in small chunks. That will work. If you've never had palm sugar before, it's pretty darn cool. It's kind of got some brown sugar vibes to it, but it has its own different characteristics. It's definitely not the same as brown sugar, but it has more deepness than like normal white sugar would have. It's always kind of fun if you're trying to make some sort of like Asian dessert or go in that direction. Just sub some of the white sugar for palm sugar, and you just all of a sudden get some new interesting flavors. I've done just straight butter cookies with palm sugar, and all of a sudden you have something that's really unique, a new characteristic. All right, let's grab this. Ooh, where should I put this? Should I put this? Let's do it in here. That's going to take longer to break down, so let's add it in the beginning. Clean up a little bit, try not to work like a fool. Hopefully this will blend well, we'll find out. Can I find a plug? Yes. Okay, let's see. All right, let's bring this down. Right back. I'm going to add the rest of the sugar now. See what happens. So I really want to whip this. Ooh, it's looking better. Okay, that's looking good now. Okay, so yeah, so I just want to scrape this down and really whip this nice and light. And this is looking good. Another 2 minutes. I need 2 large eggs. I don't have large eggs. I got these small legs, so I'm gonna use 3. Let's be accurate with our measurements. We're trying to make a new recipe. We should gram it all out. Okay, so I got 3 small legs. So let's see how many grams this is gonna end up being. Let's be accurate. Okay, 40 grams for an egg, so it should be right around 120. All right, so 120 grams. It's actually 122. I'm gonna throw this right in. Give these a good whip. Uh-oh, my motor's getting hot. Looking very refined. Oh, I love the look, man. Very, very pureed. Okay, a little more. Let's call it. Partly because it looks nice and smooth, and partly because my blender is getting really hot. So, that's good enough. It really does look good, though. Here, now you can see. Beautiful. Bring back the flour mixture. Throw all of our wet into our dry. All right, then we'll start incorporating this together. Hopefully this is gonna be good. This is a lot. If it sucks, that'll be a problem. Be a bummer. Oh, it smells good. I definitely can smell the spices now. That's cool. Debating about putting vanilla in, but I don't think so. What am I gonna bake this in? That's a good question. Phew, that's a lot of durian bread. I just wanted 1 loaf. I should have looked at the recipe clear. Am I gonna use a 3rd pan or a half pan? I don't know. 3rd pan is pretty tight. That's gonna be tight, but a half pan is gonna be flat. Let's use a 3rd pan. All right, we'll put some parchment paper down. Try to save me some dishes. How big is that thing? Right about here. I'm just gonna cut the corners a little bit, help them fold into the pan better. A little splash of water in here too. Help the paper stick. Okay. Let's do it. Throw it all right in here. Well, it looks great. It looks like caramel. Bada bing. All right, in the oven. I got the oven at like 165 centigrade. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit. I think it's around 325 or something. 40 minutes maybe? Who knows? All right. Well, it's been close to an hour now, I think. Let's toothpick it. Feels done. It looks done. Honestly, smells like pumpkin bread. I smell more spices than I do durian, so that's interesting. I'll let this cool down. We'll come back and cut it. I was just grilling chicken in here. Ignore the smoke. All right, it'll go away eventually, but it's not going away quick. But she's cooled down now. Just a little bit warm, but we can cut her. She looks good. She smells spicy. Let's find out what a durian bread tastes like. Bread meaning a quick bread, AKA cake. Come here, sweetie. Come here, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay. Ooh. Looking all right. All right, all right, all right. The durian smell is not strong. That's good. Well, I love pumpkin bread. So the texture of this is great. Excellent. Dense, a little bit chewy, not too sweet. Sweetness level, peak. Love it. Very moist. I think anyone who doesn't like durian, they would like this. The durian flavor is very mild. The durian that I had wasn't incredibly ripe, so it wasn't that fragrant to begin with. And also after the cooking and the baking process, it kind of like mellowed out, settled. It's not so, the flavor and the aroma kind of just softened a little bit in there. It's great. What do I want me to say? Yeah, totally love it. Spices are great. Cinnamon and nutmeg works well with this. I mean, they're a little strong. Not that I think that's a bad thing, but maybe if you really want to just pure durian, no spices in there. But it works. I really like the flavor. I think for most people, if you told them this is pumpkin bread, most people that don't have like a developed palate, they would probably just go, oh, okay, cool. This is really good pumpkin bread, thanks. Maybe people that are a little bit more aware would just be like, huh, there's a little bit of a different flavor, but they still would probably believe you that it's pumpkin bread. I love it. I say win. Major win. Now we got to figure out how to make a coconut milk icing with the same texture of a cream cheese icing. That would be pretty freaking fantastic. I'll work on it. If you enjoyed this video and this style of cooking content, make sure you follow along in this channel. This is my brand new channel. This channel is focused on cooking and live cooking in the studio and cooking for guests that I'll be having here shortly as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're into that kind of thing. If you're into Vietnamese food, Vietnamese street food, Vietnamese food culture, check out my other channel, Yes Chef with Chad Kubanoff. We do high production street food content on that side. If you want to go on a food tour with me in Saigon, check out chadkubanoff.com. If you want to come in the studio space for cooking class, check out chadkubanoff.com. If you want to come in the studio space and have me cook you dinner, check out chadkubanoff.com. No matter what, check out chadkubanoff.com. Until next time, see you around. Love it. Bye.